So here you have the steps of developing target pricing and target cost. First, develop a product that you think it satisfies the needs of potential customers. So it's important to do market research at the beginning in order to know what are customer preferences and what is the potential price for such a product. And okay, derive then target cost based on the desired profit margin. And when you have developed target cost for the full product, then the difficult exercise comes, because most times drifting cost, so cost based on existing processes and features for a product, might be higher than the target cost. When drifting costs are higher, you need to do value engineering. That's what we discuss later on. Value engineering, what means trying to find out how can we change processes and features of a product in order to reach target cost. This is maybe what shows this graph. It starts on the top from the market price. It considers a target profit, and then you have so-called allowable cost. Target cost you have at the end, after having done that whole value engineering exercise. Once you have determined the target cost for the whole product, you need to break that down to the components of this product. So when you build a car, you need to know, okay, what is not only the target cost for the whole product, but maybe the target cost for the engine, or for the gears, or for the whatever. And after you have broken that down, then do value engineering and identify cost-cutting potentials. Value engineering is that systematic way. You need an interdisciplinary group. It should be based not only on management accountants, but on engineers who are maybe closer to the techniques for processes and the product. And they should work together to think about what are possible ways to reduce cost. And this again shows the flow chart. Once you have determined the allowable cost, and you see maybe drifting cost estimation on current processes and features, and they might be different, then value engineering starts, and you go down to all the features of processes and of the product, and you think, okay, how much could we realistically adjust cost in order to achieve allowable cost, and to decide what are target costs at the end. Again, to do that in a simple example, if we have drifting cost of 1,100, but allowable cost of 900, we see there is a requirement for cost reduction of 200. Easily done. And now the question is, if we apply that to our computer, and the target price is 750, and we would like to have a 15% target profit, what is the target cost? 15% of 750? It's 112.5. So target cost is target price minus target profit. It is 637.5. And remember, some pages ago we have determined that drifting cost for this computer, current cost, are 662. So drifting costs are higher than the target cost, and then the problem starts. And the target costing exercise. Now we come to the question how we determine the 15% of profit margin. Why don't we say 10% profit margin based on revenues? How do you usually determine the required revenue margin? Go in this example. There is an appliance manufacturer, and they produce hand mixers. And they consider a target price of $30, and they expect to sell 40,000 mixers for that price. An investment of 2 million is required, and then the company requires a target return on investment. And this is mostly done. You consider not a target return on sales, but the target return on investment. Here you have, for example, the weighted average cost of capital as a benchmark to use for a target return. So, what are target costs in this example? Take 5 minutes. You have all the information available. You have the investment, you have the target return on investment, and the question is, what is the target cost for one hand mixer?
Cái này là on còn không là cái return on investment.
What's the result? How much? 22.5. How did you determine?
So a return divided by 2 million should be 0.15%, so which is 300,000 return.
Target profit equals 15% of 2 million. The target profit is 300,000. Total revenues?
1,200,000.
Exactly, 1.2 million. So total target cost, 900,000. Over 40,000 mixers, it's 22.5. So remember, target profits usually determined based on a return on investment. Now we have determined target cost for a full product. The problem is, when you have determined target cost for a full product, like for our computers, it's 637, drifting costs are 662, we do not exactly know how we can reduce prices. What should we change? So, target cost for a full product is not enough information in order to identify cost-cutting potentials. You need to break down the product cost into functions and components. And when you do that, you start with a so-called conjoint analysis. This is a marketing exercise, market research. And the idea is you ask potential customers what is essential for a product. Where are customer preferences? When it's a car, is it the design, or is it the engine, or is it the comfort, or is it the safety? So what is important when you have a certain product? And the idea is the higher the customer preference, the higher is the cost budget for a specific product. We have one example. It's a textile company, and they produce outdoor jackets.